All right, let's talk about the Secret Beach. The Secret Beach is my newest, coolest. Let me turn this down a little bit. My newest, coolest hangout. Now, if you've been to the thrifting board, you know about that we theme it out on the beach there. And the Secret Beach is going to be an extension of the thrifting board. Now, how do you get to the Secret Beach and why should you join the Secret Beach? The Secret Beach is going to be my spot where I can really work with people, help them take their business to the next level, bring my friends in who are all experts in their field. And the way to get to the Secret Beach is to join my webinar tonight. And my webinar tonight is why your shit ain't selling. I hear this all the time on Facebook groups. Why ain't my stuff selling? And with some digging, a lot of times I see a lot of the reasons. It has to do with the look of the eBay store. And if you don't even have a store, the look of the listings themselves. So tonight we're going to go over all those things. We're going to talk about things you can do to improve your store and your listings. And we've made the website easier. ecomclasses.com. ecomclasses.com. Yes, clothing is optional. And for Facebook, I wrote it backwards again. ecomclasses.com. And for my peeps on YouTube, ecomclasses.com. That'll take you to sign up for the webinar tonight. Now, from the webinar tonight, you will be able to get to the Secret Beach. And the only way to get there with a deal is to watch the webinar tonight. If you signed up for the webinar last week and didn't get the deal, you can watch tonight for free. You will have gotten an email already, and then that'll bring you into the webinar tonight, and then you can take you to the Secret Beach. Now, what's happening on the Secret Beach? Secret Beach is going to have a bunch of stuff. Secret Beach is going to be private training. So each month I'm going to do a class, and here's the little advance notice. The class this month is going to be on buying and selling Christmas CDs. This is the time of year when you can get the most money for Christmas CDs. Yeah, I know it's 2016, but Christmas CDs can still bring you lots of money. This weekend I sold a $40 Christmas CD, a $30 Christmas CD, and a $20 Christmas CD. So there is money to be made on Christmas CDs. So the first webinar on the Secret Beach is all about Christmas CDs, but in that webinar, we're even going to go a little deeper, how to sell CDs, all kinds, how to ship CDs, things to look for, things to buy, things to pass. That'll be all in the first webinar. So besides the monthly webinar, we're also going to have my friends who are experts in their field come and give you guys another additional webinar type service. So if you want to learn about merch, if you want to learn about private labeling, if you want to learn about antiques, all these things, we will have a guest expert once a month. And not just about products. If you don't know how to tweet and promote your business, we're going to talk about that. If you don't know how to use Pinterest, if you don't know how to use Instagram, these are all tools in this day and age you should be using. We're going to talk about those. Also, I do YouTube shows, Thrifty Business with J&A, woo! Thrift Hauls with J&A, woo! Selling past your expiration date, being thrifty or 50 with my mom, woo! When we have cool guests on those episodes or cool topics, what we'll do is we'll have an additional half hour after the show's over into the secret group only. So for the Secret Beach. And then the fun part, because there's always a fun part. Hang on. Let me have a little sip of my Mai Tai here first. Hang on a sec. And that's part of the fun. We're always going to have fun, and join the Secret Beach to get you 2 tickets to the Beach Fest in 2017. Dates and times to be announced, but more than likely it'll be here in Vegas during the summertime, which sounds awful to some people, but there ain't nothing better than sitting in a pool at 9 o'clock at night in the summer in Vegas, drinking a Mai Tai. So that's what's going to be on the beach. Also, there's going to be tips and tricks and all kinds of bonus videos. Do you know how to properly ship a record? I do. I'll teach you. That'll be in there. And the great thing about the Secret Beach is all the content, the videos, the webinars, the little how-to videos, they're all there for your viewing at any time you want. If you can't watch it live, no biggie. It'll be there. So, do you know how to ship a CD? Cool. Do you know how to ship a cardboard CD? Because that's a whole different ball game. So those are kind of some of the things I'll be starting with. Since we're talking about music and media for the first webinar, that's what we're going to be starting with. That's what I'm going to teach you about. And then we'll go on from there. So we'll talk all kinds of things that aren't even related to music. We'll talk about how to get out of your comfort zone and go buy bras, go buy purses. we talked about that on the thrifting board. We're gonna go deeper. We're gonna dive down on the Secret Beach. So tonight, yes, and you're right, it is 5 o'clock somewhere. As a matter of fact, that's a good segue because tonight the webinar starts at 5 o'clock on the West Coast, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. And again, here is the website to sign up: ecomclasses.com. 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 Oops, helps get my finger out of the way. So the webinar tonight is $7, and then once we're in the webinar, then you will find out the price of the beach. And let me tell you, tonight is the special price. As of midnight, what time do we say? Midnight on Thursday, the price goes to full retail. So the only ones getting in at the good deal is tonight. Yes, 7 o'clock Central. Thank you, Kay. So make sure you're signed up. Make sure you're in there. We opened the beach about 10 days ago, not officially, but just got people in there from the first webinar, and they've already learned a ton. They're finding new stuff. They're selling new products. So you can talk to anybody that's in the beach already. And we haven't done much, but they're already learning. So that is the next level of learning that I'm going to be given, and that's the next level you should be taking. So grab a glass of rum, a Mai Tai, whatever you like. Get signed up for the webinar and join us tonight and bring your questions. So here's the deal. If you saw it last week, it'll be the same webinar, but right afterwards, there'll be a fresh live Q&A. So if you got any questions, the only bonus to tuning in live is that you can ask a question. If you can't tune in live, if you're working tonight, your kids got ball practice, whatever, that's cool. Just make sure you watch before midnight on Thursday, because if you want to get in on the Secret Beach, you got to do by midnight on Thursday, or you're going to be paying full retail. And we're thrifters. Ain't none of us want to pay full retail. Got it? And yeah, if you can't make the webinar but sign up, yes, you can watch it at your leisure. As soon as the webinar is over, maybe within 15, 20 minutes, you'll get a link to watch it whenever you want. So don't worry about that. You can't watch it right at 5 o'clock on the West Coast. I know some of us aren't going to be home from work. I work right from here, so I'll be sitting here, obviously. And but if you got any other questions, hit me up on Facebook today. I'll be sitting here working all day, getting ready for the webinar tonight, getting the Secret Beach all set up. And also, the one other thing we're going to talk about in the Secret Beach has nothing to do with selling. It has to do about living your life. This is how I live my life, and I enjoy my life. Now, I know this is not for everyone, but it's about how you conduct yourself and live your life and live it to the fullest. I have a hole in my arm. I almost lost my arm. I almost lost my life. And I fixed all that. And because of that, it led me to getting a TV show. It led me to talking to you guys today. It led me to places in my business I didn't think I'd be. And it's taken me places I didn't think I'd be. So sometimes out of tragedy comes triumph. And we're going to talk about that a lot too. And to live your life to the fullest doesn't mean you have to have a fat wallet. It just means you have to budget your time correctly and make sure you spend those extra 5 minutes playing catch with your kid, or reading the latest book, or playing the latest video game, whatever it is. But we're going to talk about those things too. So make sure you tune in. All right, one last time. Easy to find to sign up for the webinar tonight. ecomclasses.com. ecomclasses.com. And for my YouTube peeps, ecomclasses.com. So we'll see y'all tonight. Webinar, why am I shit selling? And then on to the Secret Beach. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Have a cocktail handy. Woo!